Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up. He'll work against the blitz. Hits him on the out route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
36-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back now, pressure coming. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
3rd and long for him here. It's a big strike downfield to Nguka. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up Little down to the 12-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Shotgun now on third down. Has it down close. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Solid opening drive so far, Bronk. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. They are throwing it again. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Shoots away from one. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He dodged the tackle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
60, go!
Shotgun handoff to Pierce. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 18.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Hand off to the back. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. Finds his fullback. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 7-3 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the end route. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll air it out on 3rd. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll go play action. This is a heater going deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
First down, Buccaneers.
Let's go.
Plowing up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. This play gets down to the 42-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Panthers have it now on his 8th pick of the year. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Cup 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Throwing from the gun. Now right, Leggett makes the grab. And he'll get this up to his own 44. T.J. Tampa there on the tackle.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. A lot of space ahead. And the Buccaneers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okey, okey! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that okey any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Complete. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Panthers pick this one up. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
You send him left out of the slot. You give here to the motion man. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Pierce up the middle. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just 1 play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Setting up to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
And their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He's going, oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. All in left side. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
3rd and 4.
3rd down from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1970 Timberwolves.
Still sticking with the passing game. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They are throwing it again. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Throwing it again here. Taking a deep shot here. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Back to the air they go on second down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And he spikes it just before we hit 0, so they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the give to Pierce. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw it here. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back now, pressure coming. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. That one's complete over the middle. He takes this down to the opposing 47. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun, here's Pierce. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
47-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Cougar 19, go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Buccaneers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Kate, can I be honest with you about something right here? I'm really curious about young quarterbacks when they struggle. And there's part of me that, yeah, this isn't great, and he's going through tremendous adversity. But I love that he continues to be aggressive.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Lone back gets the handoff. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
At the 40-yard line.
Working now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one misses the tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And the Bucs have the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And there they go.
He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try and punch it in. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That one's complete. Right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Trevor Etienne to return this. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff, headed left, Pierce. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking in the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
And he's going to have this one down to the 37.
It's pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believe it, your guy can get there. 2nd
down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. Cut down the field, Leggett. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
On the carry, it's Pierce. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ready?
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
6. Here we go. Set.
Here's another for him. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to throw now. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
On the jump.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. Go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Catch made left side by Abuka. He's another one. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
19.
They'll go play action. He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Abuka there with the grab. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. He's dropping back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They go to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. On comes Cade York. A lot riding on this kick. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Or likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers come through to tie it in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. Rolling into enemy territory. Now he's past the 25. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
So as we expected, they're lining up to go for 2 here and a 7-point advantage.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4.
Buccaneers 35, Panthers 20.
They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done, but into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Just say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
He gets with a return here. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And this is Pierce. And in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Ready up.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Pierce. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here he is to throw. Gets this one to Pierce. And he gets him one as we come up to the 2-minute warning.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
This is Pierce. And he's down to almost, oh, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 tight.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. Another big rip for him. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play.
Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
19 Tigers.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Escapes the defender. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. We look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
Setting up to pass. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Okay, ready.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set. Back to 60. Let's go.
Throwing now. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call a gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Second and 3 now.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Corey, 17. 18 Raptor, 18 Raptor. Take over.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Well, positive yardage is positive yardage, and he got what he could before getting out. But it still leaves him short of the first after what looked like a broken play.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Now to throw. Here comes the screen for Etienne. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
Hold the ready.
After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down. Looking to throw it. That one connects. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up. And you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Charlotte.